Welcome to the quiche. Welcome to the quiche. Come on in. Come on in. Hope everybody is having a good day. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Come in, love on each other, network with each other, get to know each other. Let us know how you're doing today. Today, for me, um, it's it's a pretty rough one today, and I think when it comes to these videos, we have to, you know, um, deliver the good and the bad because we all know every day is not peaches and cream. But I wanted to talk about or discuss um, hanging out or going out, you know, at this point when your teeth are not at its best. I'm gonna, um, I'll have this throughout the video. My apologies for if that's rude or anything. It's just Saturday, and I'm relaxing, and yeah, that's that. But I know in other videos, I oftentimes go into how I really feel like that no one should have to hide because of this. No one should have to be ashamed. No one shouldn't be able to go out and face the world and live and do and have fun just like everybody else. But there's an old saying that my grandmother used to say, sometimes things are easier said than done. And I'm experiencing one of those days today. Actually, I'm experiencing a weekend. Now, my weekends or my days where I typically have bad days like this, and I just want to share this just in case it helps somebody. Um, when I get invites from friends to be amongst unknown people. And if anybody can understand where I'm coming from, if you want to leave a comment and just kind of help me out, on some ways that you overcome or overcame this part of the journey. But I go to work and I can't say in the beginning, that was hard, but you got to pay bills. So I face, that particular part of my life and I go to work faithfully. Um, Church services on Sunday. I go, to church service. Everybody's real supportive. There is young and old people that attend the church that I go, and they all have experienced the denture phrase. So, it's real supportive. We understand. We're praying for you, that support system. So, church is not definitely nowhere that it's not a place that I dread to go. It never has been. Grocery stores, like I told you guys in prior videos, I'm a friendly person. I do not meet a stranger, so I can go in a grocery store and I can talk to a cashier. And I'm one of those people, guys, that talk too much, so everybody in line is looking at me like, lady, it's not the time. So I'm that lady, I don't have any problems going in the grocery stores or um, I don't know, the library. But there are places that are hard for me. And those places that are hard for me to go typically put a damper on my spirit and I won't go. And I'll share a couple of those instances that I'm speaking of, and maybe you guys can share a couple of instances of yours. But my number one place where I'm not so much so worried about me, but I'm worried about my children. I'm an advocate for my children. So when I go and I'm speaking on their behalf, when I'm going to um, volunteer at anything that has to do with my children, when I'm going to parent teacher conferences, when I'm going to PTA meetings, when I'm going on field trips, I have a good level of confidence. I've worked up a good level of confidence within myself. But nevertheless, people are still mean. Kids are still mean, and everybody's not going to be a support system. So a lot of times it'd be to protect my children. Now, if it's a serious issue like parent teacher conferences, um, no, I don't care if I had one little tooth dangling out of the front of my mouth. I care about what goes on in my children's classroom. I care what's going on in their lives. So it's like, Keish, you're gonna get through this for your baby. And I talk with my kids, and I'm open with them. They're open with me, and I don't want them, to be picked on because bullying is a serious thing. It's real. That'll be another video because I take that real serious. But nevertheless, children do get picked on because of what their parents look like, what their parents wear, what their parents' hair looks like. I know it may be silly to us, and we're like, don't worry about those children. And it's hard for a child not to worry about that when for 8 hours they're in the classroom with that child and there's little to no protection for the child. So I don't necessarily want my kids to have to suffer because of something physical. So that is one particular place where I kind of get down about when I have to face that more so for my kids. But my kids are good sports and they're excited about this progress for me to become a better person, and can't wait until, I get the full dental experience and get my new teeth. So, um, but yeah, going to be an advocate for my children in any way, shape, or form. The second place, which has really got me down this weekend, and I just do not, I don't understand this. I don't understand if it's my fault. I don't understand if it's the people around me fault. And what I mean by the people around me is my friends. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I just think that no matter how much confidence you have, the obvious is still the obvious, and reality is still reality. And when we're talking about teeth, it's a visual thing and people see it. So when my friends invite me to something to where there's one or two other people that I'm very familiar with, that I've slightly shared my story with, or maybe there's one, maximum two people that's in the room that I don't know, that seem like, nice people, cool people, I can get through it. It's the times when I get these invitations to things where there's tons of people. And when there's tons of people, there's a variety of people. And what I mean by that, and I'm sure you guys understand, is there's going to be the nice people and there's going to be the mean people. And I've told you guys before, some people speak with their facial expressions. Some people do not really have any empathy or sympathy because of your situation, and they'll just turn up you. Other adults will just turn their lip up to you and be like, there's no reason for you to look like that or your mouth to look like that, or and they don't respect your space and what you're going through. And those are the type of people that I typically that makes me typically fall back from going to an event. Why? Because one, I think it's rude of them, and two, I don't believe in putting myself in predicaments to where I'll get out of character. This issues, it just means hair issues, guys, hair issues. But where I get out of character, I don't want to have to go to something and someone says something rude and I'm no longer enjoying the party, or I get a funky look. And like I said, some stuff is easier said than done. Sometimes I can go and get a funky look and go on by my day and be like, okay, that's your problem. You feel that way about me, not mine, some days. But some days, depending on the event, I can't. I can't. And I really don't think my friends understand. And I know there's someone maybe saying, well, if they're your friends, they would understand. And I think sometimes it's not the fact that they're not friends, but if you have not actually walked in somebody's shoes, it's just like you don't have the full understanding. And sometimes I think that we need to take a look at ourselves in the mirror. And me personally, if I had a good friend, this is just me, if I had a good friend and they have elaborated to me the situation and, how they're feeling about themselves in a particular situation that they're going through, I think I would be courteous and be aware and be observant. And a lot of people, I understand we're all different, and a lot of people aren't like me. We're all different, but this is just me. If I put myself in a situation of the other person, and I wasn't the person with the bad teeth, but my friend was, and I really would think about it and be like, she've explained this to me. She've explained her feelings to me. She explained what she's going through. She explained her journey. So I'm going to send this invite, which my friends do. I'm going to send me this invite. But also, I think like the key little piece of information that would make me feel okay is at the end of the invite, I hear, but if you can't make it, I totally understand. I get it. I get it. And I'll invite you next time. And if you're feeling up to it, I understand. And after this party or after this event, I know the type of environment that you're accustomed to. So I'll try to typically, kind of stick to um, inviting you to those type of things. But um, I just want to make sure I don't leave you out. Now, my friends do tell me they do want to make sure that they don't want to leave me out. They want me to get out. They don't want me to stop me. They don't want this to stop me. But sometimes I think some of them kind of forget and they be like, "Well, I invited you to this and you didn't come," or "You need to get out the house." I think the teeth situation, your friends have to really understand you. Your support system have to really understand, and they have to be able to be willing to go through the ups and downs. You know, they really have to be able to go through the ups and downs. So I got an invite this weekend, and I was like, and my friends didn't make me feel bad because I didn't come or whatever, but I was just like, I actually wanted to go out. I actually wanted to get out a little. But, some days you just don't feel the prettiest, or for the guys, you don't feel the handsomest. And I've been through this several times, and each time, once the feeling go away, I can look at myself in the mirror like, it's okay. You got through that one. So I definitely, it's not a good weekend. It's not a good weekend. One of my coworkers' daughter passed away. She was 30 years old. She passed away on Easter. And tonight is the candlelight vigil. And I absolutely, positively, even if I had one tooth dangling in the front of my mouth, I am going. And some things I get invited to, that's how I feel. It doesn't matter what I look like or what I'm going through, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a somber event that I feel this way, because I feel that way about work and church and grocery store and all that stuff. But I'm going, and I'll have a chance to get out. But it's just some events that just kind of make me feel bad. Not the people, not my friends. It's just like sometimes you actually do want to go and have a great time. You actually do want to have fun. But when you look in the mirror, sorry guys, my words. It's like, for me, it's like you don't see the beauty. You don't see the beauty. So I definitely wanted to come on here and share this blah day with you guys because it's important that we share the blah days. I forgot the young lady that I watched her video this week, and she had me and my daughter crying because she was crying. She's in the Ditcher family, in the Ditcher community, and I just want to know. I just want to let you guys know how much you guys mean to me. Each and every last one of you guys on here that put a video on here about your process and your story, it's touching lives. Don't stop. Continue being the best you. Continue sharing your story because it's helping people, and you guys have helped me, guys, tremendously. But she helped me tremendously. She had just had her day, and it just wasn't a good day. And she was a huge part of prompting me to make this video. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay? I'll be out in a second. Shut the door for me. That's the baby, guys. It's Saturday, and the kiddos may need me, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But I definitely wanted to ask you guys to keep me in your thoughts. If you guys can relate to anything what I'm saying, if you've been here, if you watched any of my other videos, you know how I am. But if you don't know how I am, leave a comment. If there's something that you can say that can help me, leave a comment. And if there's somebody that's watching this and you want to go out, some things you can go out, some things you fit. I understand. I understand. This weekend I'm having one of those not so pretty days. So I am going to close the doors of the quiche. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Um, my goal is to touch somebody's life. My goal is to teach somebody. My goal is to learn from someone, and my goal is to um, be a vessel in the dental community and the dental family, and people with issues with teeth. And I just want to, if I reach one, that's my motto when I go to work every day. If I could just at least reach one, if I could just help one person a day, each day, as long as you accomplish helping one person, uh, you are making a difference. Um, so I'm going to close the doors. You guys have an awesome rest of your weekend. All of you guys whose confidence is on 100 and you're out, have a good, good, good time. I am. I'm not. I'm going to go to the candlelight vigil, but other than that, I'm going to go to church service, but other than that, I'll be at home. I'll probably go on the porch, let my kids around them energy because it's very beautiful in the DFW area. But as far as going out and being in the amongst people I don't know, it's not going to happen. And those invites that I get to go amongst a lot of people I don't know, I'm not mad at the person that sent me the invite. I'm not mad at all because I try not to get mad, but there's just something, it triggers something. But if you could leave your story in the comments, if you could press the bell so you can get my notifications, share. If I said something you feel like can touch somebody or impact somebody, share or let them take a look. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. Love yourselves, love each other. If you have a support system, love them. Love your loved ones. And most importantly, love yourself. Alrighty. Bye.